Greetings, I'm Dr. Alex Marrero, proud superintendent of Denver Public Schools. Today I'll be taking 3 questions from our teachers here at DPS. Any student, teacher, or staff can ask me any questions they want, so let's see what they have in store for me today.
Hi, my name is Karina Hernandez Macias. I work for Brian Webster as the school library para and community engagement coordinator. My first question is, knowing your background in baseball, I would like to know what advice you would give our students who are shy to try a sport, and how would we get them to join a sport at our school?
Love that question. I was that student. I tend to be a risk taker now as an adult, but I was that student who was shy to engage, and in particular, I was the youngest in my friends and family group. So you imagine how difficult that is, because once you have a year, 2 or 3 years when you're growing up, you're always lesser than. So I had to prove or fight my way into engage in sports. I think that made me better as an athlete because I had to elevate the skill, and I also learned the hard way, mostly by observing, and then when I'm given the opportunity to engage, my older brother in particular always had that edge over me because he was older. So I would say, do not relent. Youngsters, dive in. It's okay if you're getting rejected. It's okay if you're not picked on the basketball court. Raise your hand if you experienced that. I've been that last pick or the person who had to play next. But eventually, gradually, you show up, you show some skill, and you develop, and ultimately you're no longer the last pick or not picked at all, you become that first pick. So by trying and not giving up, because I was that student as well, I was that student athlete, I should say.
Working in a multicultural district, what would be one traditional food you would like to be seen served at the Denver Public Schools?
I love all the food questions you've been asking me all year long, and I love this question because this is an easy answer. And I hope that this community can relate. So I know many of you have experienced or know what a tamale is. Delicious, not to be debated. In our Dominican culture, we have our version of tamale. It's called pastel en hoja, meaning hoja, it's wrapped in banana leaves, but it's plantains instead of corn. And it is one of my favorite cuisines of all time, and I would love for us to experience it. So just a Dominican tamale, if you will. And if I can pull that off, you know how difficult it is to have a tamale. That's an assembly work. It's a tremendous amount of passion and also work that goes into it for it to be just scarfed down if it's on my plate. But if I can pull that off, I would love for all of you to experience un pastel en hoja.
My last question to the superintendent is, if you were given the chance to trade spots with any student here at Denver Public School, what grade level would it be and why?
Thank you, Karina. Since you opened up with a sports-related question, I would love to change spots. Let me say, I'll skip the freshman year. There's a lot to be explored in the freshman year. Maybe I'll be a sophomore, maybe even a junior. And to tie it in to your initial sports question, why? Because I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna make that varsity baseball team, and I have a whole lot to contribute, and we're gonna bring a championship to whatever high school that is, even in my old age, because I think I pack a little punch when it comes to the swing nowadays.
Dr. Marrero, I know your job is not easy, but we appreciate everything you do for our students in Denver Public Schools.
Thank you, Karina. I actually heard that echoed by several folks most recently. Thank yous go a long way, and also validation and support allows us to continue in this battle. Soon, hopefully we won't have a battle and we can continue to cruise towards the best outcome for our students. But what you just said has been echoed even when I'm pumping gas. They say, Dr. Marrero, Dr. Marrero, way to go, keep battling for our kids. So thank you, and thank you for all of you who stopped me in my tracks out and about. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for those great questions, Karina. It's important to me that you all know that I'm here for all of you, and you can ask me any question at any time. Thanks for watching this segment of Marrero Moment, and I'll see you next time.